Labubus have been the craze of the century from Pop Mart. You did not need to get on the floor. You did not need to get on the floor.
I don't think you realize I'm tangled like.
What happened here?
I don't even know.
This is insane.
When I was in the 3rd grade, thought I was gay because I knew how to draw. That's how the song went, right?
No, what song?
The Macklemore song. And I can't change.
I can change. Yeah.
Even if I
try to. You know? I thought it was gay because I could draw.
What was he drawing? Like My Little Pony or some shit?
I hope that's not the litmus test of like finding out if someone's gay or not.
Can you draw?
No, I'm actually bad at it, but I've been wanting to, so maybe I'm curious. Maybe that's what that means.
I'm curious.
If being able to draw or liking to draw means you're gay or grow up to be a gay person, then is the desire to be a better drawer, is that inherently on that spectrum?
I don't know. I mean, I was a good drawer when I was growing up, but I never
gay, dude.
I never had thoughts of sexual desires for women. You know what you should get into?
What?
What if you become a furry artist?
A furry artist?
They pay.
I can't. What do you mean, a furry artist?
Like you draw people's personas.
Oh, I like tell me about your personality and I'll draw your persona and then I just pick one of the 10 templates I already have and then just make that.
Different colors.
Yeah, different colors.
Because they pay, like furries are like fucking wealthy. They're like engineers and like lawyers.
Is that right?
Yes.
So maybe we've been looking for sugar daddies in the wrong spot, dude. Maybe we need to go to furry conventions and see if we can find some. Hey, don't hate on the furries. I hear it's a lovely community. I hear it's a wonderful community. I have no idea, but I hear it's a wonderful community.
What if you're secretly a furry?
What if, like, okay, so then that breeds the question as well. Breeds animals. You see, that breeds the question as well. Like, if I was drawing a lot when I was younger and I drew a lot of animals, does that mean that I become a furry then? Inherently I should become a furry? These are pressing questions that we have. It's
a pressing question because Aya and I used to bully Gigi because she used to draw like the furry-esque animals.
Dude, she's a furry.
Like she was like this close to becoming a furry.
She's a furry, dude.
One time I was drawing with my niece and I was like going through like the scrap paper and I found a scrap paper and her mom, who's my cousin, drew out her persona. I was like, this bitch is a fucking furry.
Oh, shit.
I took a picture of it, sent it to my fucking family group chat. And when I told my brother, he's like, there's no fucking way.
Furry?
Yeah, furry.
It runs in the family.
Not me.
I mean, you're like the naked mole rat. That's like your persona. Wallahi.
Welcome in, babies,
to another episode of the Ayyrabs podcast. Today we got some news to go over. Hasan is back in the States, unfortunately. Hasan's back in the States, safe and sound. We're going to talk a little bit about Joe Biden. We're going to talk about a little bit about some internet drama that's been going on. We got a jam-packed episode today, okay?
What do you think your persona would be?
I would be...
Can we do a stream where we design each other's personas?
Sure, we could do that. Sure, why not? What would my persona be? What do I give off? I give off like a griffin, I think.
What the fuck is a griffin?
A minotaur. Yeah.
What does that mean?
You know.
I don't.
A minotaur. You've never seen a minotaur?
No.
Look it up. Look up a minotaur.
How do I spell that?
M-I-N. And then a tar. In the comments below, let me know if I'm a minotaur. I think I give off minotaur. You know what I mean? Or a horse. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's me. Cow head, man body, cow legs. That's me, dude.
That pissed me off.
Why? That's me.
Because you're supposed to pick an animal. You pick like a whole ass fucking mythical creature.
Are mythical creatures not animals? What are they then?
Mythical creatures.
Okay, but what are the creature?
They're combos.
Are they not mammals? They're combos is insane. That's crazy.
Okay. Derailment. I'm so sorry. I saw a TikTok today.
Yeah.
It had me fucking crying.
What was it?
The way you said that sounded so like.
What was it?
I sent it to Aya, and she was like, "Tell me why I sent the same thing to Gigi." Because it was so fucking stupid.
This boy's lower body is
Dude,
a
this has been
motorcycle.
going
The father
on.
was particularly embarrassed every time he helped him to scrub his body. So the father bought him a pair of big pants, but the boy didn't like it. He just wanted to have sweet love like everyone else, but he didn't know where to find a girl like him. Slowly, he lost interest in life. Even when his father tried to ride him, he was kicked off. He smashed things around the house. He even suspected that he wasn't his father's child. When his father saw this, he tried to stop him, but he told him to leave him alone. "You're not my real father." Hearing this, his father ran out of the house in sadness. The boy was lying on the floor, depressed. At that moment, he saw a mermaid in a magazine. He was instantly attracted to her. That's the girl he wanted. So he packed his bags and said goodbye to his father, and set out on his own to find love. He took the photo and asked around, but no one knew where the mermaid was. Finally, an old man told him to go to the beach. He showed his photo to the fisherman with high hopes, but all he got in return was ridicule. The men said there were no mermaids in the world. He got angry and fought with them, but he couldn't beat them with 2 fists. He was beaten so badly that he couldn't stand up. Just when he was about to realize the reality and die alone, a girl who looked like a yacht appeared in front of him. This boy's lower.
And then the first
Dude,
comment.
the thing. Yeah. What's the first comment?
I need to learn how to scroll.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for real. Dude, that's been like the main thing I've been seeing on TikTok recently. It's been people like reposting like old commercials. I'm pretty sure that was a commercial for something. Reposting old commercials or like old like movies and then like narrating over it the wrong thing.
Yes.
Or narrating the right thing over it. But like it's like that's been the meta recently. Because I've also been seeing it for a while where people would like, especially on Twitter, where somebody will like pull up an old movie that came out in like the early 2000s and was like, "Oh, you'll never believe what she does next." I'm like, we've seen this movie. This movie's been out for years. What's going on? Why are we trying to generate hype over these movies? And they get like millions of people clicking it.
I'm such a sucker for verticals.
Oh, like shorts?
Yeah.
Like the dramas?
Like the bullshit like that.
Dude.
I sat there and watched the entire thing. And then I was just like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's usually the consensus.
Why did I sit here and watch this?
And then you scrolled and then another one came up and you watched all that one.
No. I exited out. That was like my final straw.
Yeah. You keep sending me things on TikTok and I want you to know I never go on TikTok.
I don't send any shit on TikTok.
I always get notifications from you. Sorry, I just had a burp. Excuse me, dude.
I don't send you shit on TikTok.
Really? I keep getting notifications saying your Frogan sends you something. You have a new message notification from Frogan.
Because because I know you don't like TikTok.
I don't do
So
TikTok.
I download the MP4 to either send to you on Discord, text message, or show you in real life.
Right.
So it's on me.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. My phone's been telling me that it's been you. Anyways, yeah, I mean, that's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy.
When you said you've been going on TikTok lately, I was like, what the fuck?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I mean, I've just been seeing it. It's like I've seen it on Reels too, but it's just like they're all the same thing now. So yeah. Well,
you converted me to a Reels bitch.
Reels are just better, in my opinion.
It's more my age range than TikTok, to be honest.
I just go for the comment section. The comment section is the best. It's the best.
Remind me to bring this up. We'll talk about it on the Patreon, but there's this one reel I've seen recently that had me...
That knocked over an entire bag.
Yeah, I don't understand how you did that. It had me crying. I'll show it on the Patreon.
All right, cool. We'll check it out on the Patreon.
Let me crack.
But now, here, on this episode, last week we talked about Hasan getting detained.
And this week we're talking about that bitch again.
And we're talking about him again because we're talking about him again. Here's the thing. So people apparently when that happened, people were saying, "You're a liar." You know, this classic Hasan hate, whatever. You're a liar. That never happened. They don't do that. And then it came out just recently that what was it? The Department of
Homeland
Security just came out and issued a statement saying that it happened.
My favorite thing is like, sorry,
people just being ignorant to the world.
It's like the people that like tried getting us banned, successfully got us banned.
Yeah,
we're creating like literal fucking timelines.
Yeah,
of like when he landed and how long the interview actually was.
Right,
and it's like it, and then they're like, "Oh, it didn't happen."
Yeah, that's crazy. You don't think like you don't think it happens? they get the notification, oh, he's flying back in, right? They get the flight log. They check everybody before you land. You know what I mean? So 100% they would be ready for him there.
So
and also, doesn't Homeland Security have offices in airports?
They have it everywhere.
Yeah, they have it everywhere.
To be honest, I learned very recently that the FBI has offices in LA from a TikTok series called like They're talking about Black China. Mm-hmm. I didn't know the FBI had fucking LA
Black China,
offices.
the influencer.
Yes.
The FBI's got offices, man. And the government is everywhere. You know.
So they posted this entire article. Mm-hmm. The article itself, it was kind of insane. So basically, the Department of Homeland Security issued an entire press release today debunking fake news narratives about law enforcement from the last week.
Okay.
And Hasan was mentioned,
of course,
in the last one.
Before we get into that, I'm so sorry. The reason why we're talking about it now is because it was pretty big news that happened to him. I mean, I saw him go on The Daily Show. I've seen him CNN, all over the place.
And whenever we talked about it initially last week, it was so fresh. It was just like his Instagram story was up and he obviously elaborated on everything that had happened.
Right.
So they posted that article and his section was called Lies for Likes. Mm-hmm. Influencer claims he was targeted for political beliefs.
Yeah, obviously he was.
So it says, claims that Hasan Piker's political beliefs triggered a CBP inspection are baseless. CBP officers follow the law, not agendas. Upon entering the country, this individual is referred for further inspection, a routine lawful process that occurs daily.
That wasn't a routine inspection.
How in my head, I'm like, they literally
If it's a routine inspection, then they would have just pulled him aside and had the conversation about anything and everything.
Yeah, but they bring up Twitch.
They brought up Twitch. They brought up his
bands.
They brought up very specific things that means that they wanted to get him for something.
Yeah, and also, excuse me.
Yeah.
Whenever you get pulled aside by like the Department of Human, what the fuck is it called?
Department of
DHS.
Yeah. Homeland
Security.
Today is not the day. Homeland Security.
Or like,
I got a cramp in my foot. Go ahead, keep talking while I figure this one out.
Or like the FEI, don't talk to them. Even Hasan said like the average person should not be talking to these people.
Right.
He had the resources to do so. Like God forbid anything were to happen.
Yeah, 100%.
You are not supposed to give them any information to work with. Call a fucking lawyer.
Exactly. And that's what we're saying to you. Always call a lawyer. Just no matter what. Just always call the lawyer.
Because believe it or not, talking, especially to federal agents, makes you look more guilty than not talking.
I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. I think if you're brought in, you look guilty regardless.
I read that online.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think it's more sus to be like, no, just contact like my lawyer, please.
I read that online.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit.
I thought that was bullshit too.
I think that's bullshit. I think anybody saying they think it's more guilty it's hard to even tell.
But yeah, obviously, don't talk to them at all. Get a lawyer. There are hotlines.
Yeah, dude. You know,
text your friends and family.
I mean,
that
like
are
even
close.
if there's obviously you didn't do anything, I'll just call a lawyer. You know what I mean? If you have one, that's the big thing. People just don't have lawyers or don't know how to get access to. But 9 times out of 10, not 9 times out of 10, actually, I take that back. Let me not spew fake statistics out. Generally, you know, if they're pulling you aside to talk to you about something and you immediately go, no, I'll talk to my lawyer. Let's talk to my lawyer. They're not going to hold you there. They got other stuff to do as well.
Some of my chatters were telling me the FBI came to their house recently with screenshots of tweets they tweeted.
Oh, that's gross.
Printed out.
That's gross. That's also why I don't tweet anymore. Or at least don't tweet like crazy shit. You know?
And then I read a thing about like anybody that like praises Luigi.
Yeah.
You're on a terrorist watch list.
Of course you are.
And they're using AI to scan people praising Luigi.
That's great. I mean, we're in such a weird time right now that like, you know, just everything is just so weird. You know, like I had to like not go to certain things because I'm leaving the country. There's no way I want to be seen at these things XYZ. Because God forbid, like they're like, well, what's this? You were here on this day. I'm like, well, yeah, but what do I do?
Right. No.
Call a lawyer.
Hello.
and I'm traveling with my family. And I'm like, I want no problem.
We don't need to stress your mom and dad out.
Huh?
I said we don't need to stress your mom
Exactly,
and dad out.
dude. I mean, I'll be fine regardless. But like, yeah.
No, I know.
absolutely
It's just
not.
unnecessary stress.
100%, dude. Like the whole, I still don't know if this is like actual facts or not, but like the whole scrolling through phones. I know we talked about it a few times already. It's such a violation of our First Amendment rights and our privacy, and it's just so gross.
Like, what are they gonna like? If it's just a scroll, like, what the fuck is the point? You're not gonna see anything of substance.
What's the point?
You know what I mean?
What are they looking for? Like red, black, and green colors on your phone? Like, what's going on?
No, literally, it's just like, okay.
Like, you get a picture of a watermelon, and they're like, "What's this?" And you're like, "I was a barbecue." Like, what do you want me to do? It was a fucking barbecue.
Fucking dumb.
Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what do I have to do? Do I have to like wear like a fucking armband or something to say like I'm good, I'm cool?
You gotta wear a MAGA hat
That's what
to
I
the
should
airport.
do. I should.
Really, brother.
I should.
You gotta wear camo.
I should wear camo. I should wear camo.
That
way they won't be able to see me.
Wear your camo hat.
No, it doesn't fit my head. That shit doesn't fit my head. That shit doesn't fit my head.
Damn.
That shit don't fit my head. But he's back. It happened. And if you guys want more resources on that, or like if you want to see like what he's been saying, you can check out the Daily Show interview. You can check out.
Taylor Lorenz also wrote about it.
Oh, Taylor wrote about it.
Yep.
You can read Taylor's posts.
We'll
put up a link. We'll put a link in
below.
the description. Yeah.
My wrist randomly hurts out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, you have a giant scratch
no, not
right there.
just like the bone.
Okay. Maybe you have arthritis.
How?
What do you mean? Your wrist hurts?
Mm-hmm.
Carpal tunnel. Is it that wrist?
Yeah.
Is that your clicking wrist?
Oh my god. Do you think Fortnite gave me carpal tunnel?
They might have given you carpal tunnel.
Oh my god.
You might have carpal tunnel.
I've never had that before in my life.
You might have it.
I don't even know what that means.
Basically, it's a swelling of like the ligaments right here on your wrist. So your bone, there's a little pocket right here, and also like right here, and it swells up.
It hurts right here.
Yeah, it's an inflammation.
You know what people do?
What?
Or have been doing lately?
What's that?
The people that shit on me, not my chatters. They'll edit my hands fatter. Like they'll take all the bones.
Keep doing that.
No.
Hey, keep doing
they
that.
give me like fat sausage fingers and take all the bones out of my hands. I'm just like,
keep doing that.
No.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Like, of all things, why do you go for my fucking hands?
Keep doing that. Keep doing that. They're going through your old Reddit. They're like, oh, this seemed like the thing that bothered her. Keep doing that.
Even at my heaviest, I didn't have like fat sausage fingers.
No, dude, of course not. But keep doing that, you know?
It's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie.
It's pretty funny.
Do you have the clapper?
No, here's the thing. Now you're like not. Why do I need the clapper?
So I can have a mouse pad.
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Thank you. Carpal tunnel is a condition causing pain, numbness, and tingling in the hand and fingers, primarily due to compression of the median nerve in the wrist.
So I was right. Where's the median nerve? Right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Ow! So I was wrong. I was completely wrong. So I'm not a doctor. Let me just say that right now. But I was completely wrong.
Yeah, it's just like a pain like on the like right here.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh. Never mind, I know what it caused it.
Wait, what was it?
I'm not even gonna say it's embarrassing.
Just say it.
I slammed my desk really hard.
Why? Because you were playing Fortnite and you got
Because
rage?
I fucking lost.
Dude, that's so... You're an adult, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you're an adult. Like, why are you slamming things?
I got 7th place and I was very upset. I was like, fuck.
You know what's pissing me off? This is so off topic, but since you brought up gaming and getting angry, both of my controllers, the right trigger is just... It's like not working anymore on both of my controllers. And it's pissing me off to no end.
New controller time?
No, I can't. I don't want to pay for a new controller. I need to open it up and like see what's going on with it.
Back to your roots?
Back to my modding roots, yeah. Back to my old Timothy Chalamet roots. You know? If I ever met that guy, that's the one thing we would bond over, I think. Be like, yo, Tim, I used to mod my controllers too. You know?
Like, oh, you're so cool. I don't even know how he talks.
That was weird. Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, you're so cool.
I don't think he talks like that.
I don't know how he sounds.
I don't know how he sounds.
I don't
either.
really pay attention to twink white men.
That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking
Name
lie, dude.
one.
Dude, that's a lie.
Name one.
Bro, all the bands you like are twink white men. Yeah.
But
Yes.
I don't pay attention to them anymore.
Anymore. But you did for a very long time. And that's anymore is recent. And recent to the point of this conversation. Like you just decided.
I haven't been to a concert in so long.
Yeah, we know. We know.
So long.
I know.
So long.
So long. Was there anything else about the Hasan thing that we need to talk about
No.
or go over?
No, but
It's ridiculous to think that, first of all, that didn't happen to him. It just shows the ignorance of this country right now.
I could just imagine him walking into the office. Like, he just walks really slow. He's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
So, hi, guys. I'm alive and alive.
In Chicago,
And-
Illinois.
So Hasan, tell us about this Twitch ban. Well, guys,
He did say the only thing that saved him was the agent interviewing him was an Arab.
Yeah.
And they're asking him about the alleged Houthi teenager.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's not Houthi because he's
Sunni?
he's Sunni, not Shia, because his last name is Sunni. And the guy was like, wait, you're right.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
And that's what kind of like smooth shit over it.
Yeah.
But as we said in the beginning, don't talk to these people.
Just don't, dude.
Call the
Hasan can do
lawyer.
it because he does it for a living,
Yeah.
you know?
But speaking of pain in your bones, Joe Biden has bone cancer.
What a segue. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Our former president,
Ex-president.
our former president just got diagnosed with ass cancer, and it is bad.
He has prostate cancer, and based on the Gleason score, he has a scale. He's on 9. So the Gleason scale basically is a scale that goes from 6 to 10, determining how aggressive the cancer is, and he got a 9.
Jesus.
So prostate cancer is one of the most treatable cancers we have because, you know,
If you catch it early.
it typically progresses slowly.
Yeah.
So even if you catch it when you're stage 3, you'll be okay. About 90% of cases are curable, because, you know, the research always focuses on men's health.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably gonna die.
Yeah, and we're saying that because it's a 9 and it's progressed to his.
So it's basically stage 4 and it's metastatic cancer.
Oh.
So whenever you have metastatic cancer, that means it's out of the origin area, which would be local to the prostate. Now it's in his bones.
Got it.
So there's no cure. There's treatment options. So it'll basically prolong his
for
life.
a little bit, but like the quality of it.
Yeah.
And he's like what, 70 something now?
84.
He's 84. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, you know, say what you will about Joe Biden, that's such a shitty way to go out, and no pun intended. It is.
My dad had prostate cancer,
Congratulations.
and he was an Arab about it. He didn't want to get a prostate exam.
I'll get it tanned
No,
off.
I don't want to get anything up my ass that's gay.
Nice.
Until it was
Great.
like literally that was he knew shit was wrong. Didn't want to go to the doctor because he didn't want anything up his ass. He made me go to the store and buy the fucking I don't want to say enema. What clears out?
Douche?
He had to do it for the exam.
A douche.
He made me buy it because he didn't want to be seen buying it. I was like, why the
It
fuck?
was actually an enema. You were right.
I was like, why do I have to be seen buying a fucking enema?
Yeah, that's weird.
No,
Why did he get you to do it?
because he didn't want to be seen. So then,
crazy.
whenever he did have cancer, he kept it a secret from everyone. But I was taking him to his doctor's appointments. I was like, Dad, I'm not fucking stupid. Like, obviously something's wrong. I took him to his biopsy appointment. He's like, I have cancer, but don't tell your sisters.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then even when he had surgery to get it removed, that fucking day, he woke up from surgery. I was there. He called the nurse. He told the nurse she looked like SpongeBob.
Based. Did she look like a SpongeBob? Kind of. Yeah, so he was right.
Yeah, but basically, he just didn't want to get tested because he thought it was gay.
Get your assholes checked, gentlemen. Seriously, do it.
I think you start in your 40s or 50s. I think it's your 50s. You start in your 50s because my dad was in his 40s when he had it, and the doctor said he was really, really young.
Yeah.
So you get it checked in your
Get your
50s.
butthole checked out. But yeah, I mean, say what you will about Joe Biden. You know, it's to go from being a president and then immediately into having cancer as soon as you retire is like, God, dude, what a horrible way to spend the last few years of your life. You know what I mean?
He had the cancer while president, probably.
Probably.
And I was looking up studies, and apparently 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their life.
Yeah, and he was that one. He was that one. Now 8 men can live happy because of him.
7.
You're right. 7. That's 7. 7 people can live happy.
I think the number is like 13%.
Yeah, dude. It's just it's kind of crazy. That we're gonna have a president of our generation pass away pretty soon.
Didn't George Bush die?
But like, you know, that we were really cognizant about having. George W. Bush is still alive. That's pretty much that's pretty much like where like I really kind of like understood presidencies.
George Bush. Yeah, I think that was my first conscious president.
George Bush was?
Yeah, 9/11.
So you were that's George W. Bush, yeah. Yeah.
9/11.
That's what I'm saying.
I was 4, yeah. Because how can anyone forget 9/11?
That's what I'm saying. How could?
Never forget.
Never forget.
But back to this.
Alhamdulillah, never forget.
Make sure.
Mashallah,
Not
never
you.
forget.
Well, you too.
Inshallah, never forget.
Stop.
Never forget.
Never forget. It's crazy, like, not to shit talk New York, but why the fuck do they still have 9/11 signs up that saying never forget like 25 years later?
Speaking of New York, the New York Knicks, they just won the semifinals against the Boston Celtics. The videos I've been seeing of New York going crazy has been insane.
And New York's already crazy on the fucking streets anyways.
Oh, 100%. But like the Knicks getting that far in the playoffs.
Can I ask a dumb question?
It's never happened.
Is this the equivalent to like the Detroit Lions almost getting the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's pretty much the same thing.
That's crazy.
Except New York they're diehard about the Knicks, you know? So it's a shout out to New York. Shout out to the Knicks. Congratulations.
York.
That's awesome. It's exciting.
Get tested for all your cancers.
And also get tested for your butthole, yes.
Butthole.
Thyroid.
Stop.
No, I'm being serious. Thyroid.
Vag.
PP.
Get your fucking.
Testicular.
Get your.
Titty, tetonas.
Get your pelvic exam every year. So they changed the guidelines.
Yeah.
If you're clear of like HPV or whatever, you can get it once every 3 years.
Oh, that's cool.
But
we're no one's clear of HPV. Let's be real here.
90% of sexually active people have HPV in their life.
That's right.
And some of it will turn into different cancers. So get the Gardasil vaccine.
You got to get the Gardasil vaccine.
They changed the guidelines for that too.
Don't get the Gardasil vaccine.
Dude,
put you on the list.
He posted, I think, we'll get into that after.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, we should get into that because he went crazy.
So
backtracked on everything.
So even if you've had HPV before, you can get the Gardasil vaccine through 44 years old because it protects against 9 strains.
Oh, that's good.
So you didn't necessarily
OG
have
Kush, Purple Tap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't necessarily have all 9, so you can still protect yourself from other types of cancers. So if you haven't gotten your Gardasil vaccine, get it. Why would you want to die from preventable cancers?
That's what I'm saying. Just get it done.
And if you don't have insurance,
I'm not one to talk because I don't have insurance.
If you don't have insurance,
yeah.
The public health department will give it to you at low to no cost. Planned Parenthood will give it to you low to no cost as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
So there are options.
All right. I'm going to get mine.
You don't have yours?
I don't think so.
You didn't get it when you were a teenager?
Who knows? I don't remember the last time I was at a doctor. I don't know. I might.
Oh my God.
But I was a teenager when you were a fetus.
You're a year older than me. If it makes you feel better.
You were a fetus back then.
I didn't get it either.
Yeah.
My mom didn't let me get it. So.
She's like, you don't need this shit. She was an op, dude.
In her defense, people were getting like seizures and shit whenever it first came out. I have water for you right there.
Thank you.
People were like having seizures and like really bad adverse effects to the vaccine, so she didn't want me to get it. But then I never really ended up getting it because every single time I go to the OBGYN, I get traumatized. So, and now I don't have health insurance.
Speculum. Yeah, so now you're shit out of luck. Unless you can pull up your resources that you just told everybody to go check out and just go do it yourself.
Yeah, I could do it, but it's just like...
Let's get matching Gardasil.
So should we get our HPV vaccines together?
Let's get our HPV vaccines together. We'll put it on the Patreon too.
Come with us to get our HPV vaccine.
Get ready with me while I get my HPV vaccine. Today I'm going to put on boots. I really want the doctors to know what's going on.
I think they put it in your ass too.
Oh, like in my ass cheek? Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've gotten that. Got a penicillin shot in my ass
big
cheek
ass
once.
needle.
Had a little pee-pee cold one time, and then I got a shot in my ass at urgent care. I was so scared because all the like the tests that I looked up, they were like super invasive tests, and the doctor was like, just pee in a cup. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, woo.
Yeah, it's easy.
Woo.
It's pretty easy.
They were gonna have to like fucking sound me, is what I read, and I was like, no, thank you, dude.
Ugh, dude, the thought of getting a catheter fucking terrifies me.
Oh, my brother had one. I was, ugh, God, what an awful, awful thing. You know, that's why I try not to go to the hospital. Try to do anything that would get me to go to the hospital.
Even when I was at the hospital, dude, one time when I almost had a heart attack, I was like, you're not fucking doing shit to me.
Don't touch me. Just let me die here.
No, I was fully competent. The only thing that was happening is my heart was racing super fast.
Yeah.
And I was on my mom's floor, so.
Nice.
I got the treatment.
Yeah, all right, well.
I got the VIP.
That's right. The VI catheter, dude.
No catheter.
Well, that's exciting.
None.
Nada.
Zilch.
Bupkis.
Ugh, dude, I'd be pissed if they're like, we need to put a catheter in you.
You're going under.
I'd be like, can you just literally just like fucking like put me to sleep while you do it?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Because sometimes you have to be awake.
Yeah, which is ugh.
But even when I imagine anything going in my ear,
an absolute nightmare.
Pain.
Yikes. Well, so heart goes out to the Biden family. That's a really rough thing to go. It's a really rough thing to go through.
Does your heart go out to Biden in the way Elon Musk puts his heart out to people?
No. I feel bad. It sucks. It sucks, dude. Should have at least lived to.
Are we getting bald Joe Biden?
You think he's gonna go through the treatment?
Well, listen here, Jack.
Is that his son or is?
Listen here,
Hunter?
Jack.
Hunter just like, listen. We go to Mexico. I know the guy. I got drugs for you, Dad.
Dude, Hunter Biden was so fucking cool.
Such a cool guy, man.
Bro, like smoking.
He was
crack,
so based, dude. Just getting prostitutes.
Smoking crack, whipping his dick out.
Hell yeah, dude. Living the life.
And we're supposed to hate him?
He's an American. That's American. That's the most American thing you can do.
You know what else is American?
What?
My outfit.
That's true. You're really showing your support to Hasan today.
Next time we go to the shooting range, I'm going to wear this.
You wore it the last time you went.
No, I didn't.
2 times ago. Did you not?
Where?
I don't know. I can't believe you found a matching tan Desert Storm fucking headband.
I have every color.
That's crazy.
Every fucking color.
That's crazy.
You'll never catch me mismatched.
Which mismatched?
What did I say?
I don't know. I thought you said something else, but you did say mismatched.
Correct me again.
I had nothing to correct. I was just clarifying if that's what you said.
Mismatched. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Aside from that, a lot of things have been happening on the internet. There's been a shit ton of internet drama going on. And between a bunch of different... Not involving us, which is, alhamdulillah, is fucking amazing.
I know.
Praise Yahweh is not happening to us. So the big thing, we kind of talked on it a little bit last week. Kai Cenat starting his own streamer university. And for those who are just watching the podcast, the reason why this is important for us to talk about is that, we are streamers. It's one of our main sources of income. It's what we do aside from the podcast. So Kai Cenat is doing a streamer university. And in that streamer university, he supposedly was supposed to bring on, people who wanted to become a streamer, essentially, university streamers, schooling. And then, bring on some other professors who are streamers, right? It's all for content. It's not going to be like anything good.
It's not like
but last week we had an issue because... did we talk about it last week? Yeah, we did. Last week.
This episode was it's like repeating topics but different narratives, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the recap episode. Really, I am. But it's just more stuff has come out. and like it just keeps getting crazier. So last week we talked about him denying OnlyFans models to go on, which in my who cares? Like, just let them come on. Like,
especially if they want to start streaming.
If they want to start streaming, or even if they are streamers, there's so many streamers who have OnlyFans accounts. Let them join if they want to become a better streamer, dude. If you're so against OnlyFans and the sex industry in that way, then you should bring them on and try to help them out to get out of that world if that's something that they even want to be a part of.
They bring the hot women on. They have the OnlyFans to fucking exploit them. But like I said last week, as soon as it starts benefiting the women,
yeah,
they don't give a fuck.
No,
That's when they have an
100%.
issue because it's not benefiting them.
You gotta support the. Listen, they're coming out here with their tatas, dude. They're showing the tetonas. You gotta like let them benefit as well. You know, otherwise you're just a fucking problem. You're the problem. You know. And so that's what happened last week. Now this week he went over all of the registrations.
Yeah, so he revealed the list of students and the list of professors for Streamer University.
And boy, oh boy, is it problematic.
I'm sorry. Did you see how he like literally went like this?
You're kidding me right now.
I'm sorry.
You're kidding me, dude.
I'm sorry.
You're kidding me.
He's being cute.
Dude, I'm gonna push that cat. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. How dare you be cute around us right now? We're working.
Ping it. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. We're keeping it in. It's staying in.
It's cringe.
We're staying in. It's staying in.
So the new thing this week is everybody was revealed registration of professors and teachers, and one professor is DDG.
Who's DDG?
DDG is a streamer? ?
He's going to the university, so
he's a streamer who just got outed and lost custody of his child because he abused allegedly one of his ex-girlfriends, Halle Berry. And she has a restraining order against him, and apparently in the state of New York it's really, really hard to get.
Yeah.
So he lost custody, and whenever obviously people had an issue with DDG being a professor because they're like, what the fuck just happened? Like all this just came out about him.
Yeah, dude.
Why aren't we separating ourselves from him? And Kai's reaction was kind of fucked up. We're gonna play it right now.
I know there's a lot of crazy things going on, but y'all gotta understand, bro. This is how I view it personally, bro. I cannot.
He was also the first professor on the list, by the way.
Kai?
No, DDG.
Oh, okay.
It's two sides of a story that's going on right now, and I am in the middle to where I have to be able to just see things play out. It is none of my.
No, you don't.
You feel what?
No, you don't.
Like if law
to see how things play out.
If law enforcement got involved and granted the fucking restraining order and he lost custody of his child.
That means it happened. You know?
You know what I'm saying, chat? Like, honestly speaking, there's two sides to a story, and you got to be able to just.
No, that's cap.
Respect both of them. All you can.
That's cap.
Like some of chat I'm seeing is saying there. Some are saying W, some are saying L.
Yeah.
Do is pray for both sides, honestly, and that's facts, nigga. Pray for DDG, pray for Halle. You feel what I'm saying? They're going through shit right now, but
nah, that's cap.
But I want to go ahead and say DDG
that's
is
cap.
a pioneer.
It's one thing to like be his friend. You can be his you can be his friend, you know, and have a private whatever. Be whatever. Who gives a shit, you know? But once you start making him like a public figure again
and allowing him around other women.
Yeah. Put him around other women and then put him in a position of power almost. Yeah, no, dude. That's cap. You can't do that.
DDG is a pioneer within what I do. I want to go ahead and make that clear, okay?
Well, thanks for making it clear, dude.
He's a pioneer in what I do, and I respect him a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what he got going on, bruh? I know there's a lot.
He basically said, like, he was an inspiration to him, so.
Yeah, it's just shitty, and I've said this so many times. I think whenever we talk about Kai, I say it so many times, you know? I don't even know how to say it without like sounding like I'm defending him. He's done so many good things, but he keeps making such stupid mistakes. You know?
Stupid fucking mistakes.
And it sucks, dude. You know, I like him as a streamer. I think he's doing great things for our industry. He basically put fucking Twitch back on the map. Yeah. You know? So it's kind of, and he's making Twitch more mainstream again, which is great. Now, you know, for the business, that's wonderful. And I've met him. He's a good guy. from what I've seen, but like he just keeps making these fucking stupid mistakes.
I know.
You know?
And then so obviously after the professors were listed and the students were listed, people were mad.
Yeah, because all the student list was just people who were already famous. Right?
There's like huge fucking TikTokers on there that I love and watch. Like they have millions of followers on TikTok.
I know. I think Chicklet got on there.
I was talking about like Wendy Ortiz.
And
I'm just like, they already have like
they have a huge platform.
In my head, I'm like, what more do they like? They live stream on TikTok. Like it's really not that different.
It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
So people were mad about it, and I don't blame them for being mad because I feel like it was like falsely advertised in the sense of like, you know, like you have this chance to be picked, and it's literally every single person he knows.
Yeah, he like went through the applications as content, but then basically didn't pick anybody. It sucks, dude, because you can't for anybody who's like, we're gonna have a streamer university, anybody can apply. Then you have to bring in people who are normies.
Yeah.
You can bring in maybe one or two, you know?
Yeah, but
sure, for the clout, to spread the
everybody.
word, to get the clout. Or make them the professors.
Yeah.
Have them do an activity with the students or something. And that's how you get the clout. The thing is like you're taking away, you're just false advertisement. It's just false advertising. And it's bullshit, honestly, is what it is. You know, not that I would ever fucking apply for this thing.
I wanted you to apply so bad.
Oh God, absolutely not.
Because I wanted to see. I was like,
I've been on the platform for 5 years now. I think I get it. You know, I think I understand it. And also, I just found my niche. I start streaming shirtless now. That's my whole niche.
the crazy thing is, I told him to do that, like kind of as a joke, and he actually did it.
I did it. And I got so much money. You know.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I've been noticing the same thing about me too.
What do you mean?
When I don't wear like hoodies on stream, I get more money.
We're just whores for people, you know. We're just whores. Oh, that one I'll let slide. That was adorable. I'll let that one slide. That one I'll let slide.
And it's weird that it works that way.
Not really.
Just let me.
Sex sells, dude. It always has. It always has. It's never not gonna sell. You know, sex always sells. If people feel more attracted to you, they're more inclined to go through their pockets, and that's just kind of what it is.
What if we get you pasties?
We don't. Why? I don't break TOS by just showing my nips.
It'd just be funny.
Just to get pasties on. Yeah. I mean, I'll do whatever, dude. I'm honestly at this point, I'll do whatever.
It fucking worked.
But it sucks that this is happening, especially with, you know, Kai doing this, being the head of it all.
So yeah, he crashed out on stream about it.
Oh, he's crashing out?
Let me turn the volume up. Sorry.
This is an idea. And I know how exciting it may be to certain people, but it's like, bro, you don't have to let this determine who you are as a creator.
Jump scare.
I'm telling y'all. Dang, it's my shit. Fuck.
I watched it with my headphones on.
That's the thing. Like,
It scared me.
Like, I'm never doing this shit again. I'm never doing this fucking shit again. Cause now I'm mad. Cause it's like, nigga, no matter which direction I go, no matter which way I try to make sure a thing is good, I always get the bad end of the stick. Nigga, my bank statements is fucking ridiculous behind this shit. Nobody's paying a dime to be in this shit. This is strictly for me to help niggas. I'm finna crash out.
Who are you helping, though? You're helping people who have platforms and who are making millions of dollars off their platform. Who are you helping? He's crashing out because he's getting... Because people are shitting on him because it's like he did the bullshit thing.
I will say there are a few smaller streamers I did see that made it, but it's also like majority of them are like...
They're fine, you know?
They don't need this.
The crash out, he said he's like, no matter what direction he goes in, he tries to help people, whatever, right? Whatever he said. He gets like the negative side of the stick. Well, it's because you make stupid decisions and it trickles down, dude. It's all snowball effect.
Especially when you're like...
Listen to what the people are saying. You know,
you have an abuser there, and you're like, oh well, there's two sides to every fucking story, and then you have everybody with like platforms, basically.
Yeah, dude. It's just, you know, I mean, like I get like I get you're trying to do this yourself. It's hard, but listen to what people are saying.
He definitely has a team doing it.
He has a team. I know he does, but like I'm just saying, like, dude, like take the advice of the people who are telling you no. If the world is doing resounding no, just be like, I hear that. All right, great.
Sometimes you gotta listen. You gotta
Sometimes you gotta listen.
Yeah.
Not always, because some of y'all are dumb as fuck, and I'm just being honest. But sometimes you gotta listen, especially when it comes to a case of that loud of a situation. You know, especially with DDG.
Yeah.
You know,
and it was just fresh too.
yeah.
So stupid.
That's ridiculous. So whatever. I mean, like that's what's going on that side of the world. There's other internet drama going on as well.
More live streaming drama. Well, I feel weird calling this one drama because like, so basically a TikToker in Mexico.
This isn't drama. This is I know what you're talking about. No,
a TikToker in Mexico got murdered on live stream,
which is insane.
So her name is Valeria Marquez.
Mm-hmm.
She's a 23-year-old Mexican beauty influencer.
Mm-hmm.
She had a little over 100,000 followers on both Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
So basically, she had like a hair salon or like a salon, and she was sitting and doing her live there. And I don't want to show the video footage because I feel like it's
we're not going to show the video footage.
But like I said, it was live streamed. She wasn't going to go in that day, but her best friend convinced her to go in that day. And apparently she was saying she missed a delivery from a guy, and she made a joke. She's like, what if he's trying to kill me?
Mm-hmm.
Then another delivery came while she was live, and the guy gave her like a plushie, and she was just like holding on to it. So people think that they're trying to identify who Valeria was for the killer because she was just holding the plushie.
Got it.
And then another person came in, and they're like, are you Valeria? And she said yes. And they shot her 2 times in the head and 1 time in the stomach. And then her friend just like had no reaction at all.
Was her friend there?
Yes. Picked up the phone and just ended the live.
Oh, weird.
Like no like crying, screaming, or anything.
That's weird. So people are speculating that the friend set this up?
Yeah, but the weird thing is like she was talking about how like she had a migraine. She felt like a weird pain in her head, and that's exactly where she got shot.
Ew.
And she was also actively talking about how she has a bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And she don't like, just like obviously shit hit the fan.
Yeah, so that's fucking horrendous. That's so terrifying.
So people are, the authorities are saying it's a femicide, so basically gender-based murder. I think I read a stat. It said like 10 women in Mexico get murdered every day, which is crazy. So obviously, whenever you're on the internet and whenever stuff like this happens, conspiracy theories are going to fucking fly around.
Of course, because nobody can just, let something be.
Yeah. So the first conspiracy theory is allegedly her ex-boyfriend was in the cartel.
Okay.
But people aren't really sailing with that one because the gunman asked who she was.
Right.
And they wouldn't have really need to go through the whole process of trying to get her identified with like a stuffed animal or whatever.
Right. That doesn't make any sense.
So they added that theory, but the big one that's happening now is they think it's her best friend and one of her workers
What? Coagulated?
I don't know.
You got it.
I don't.
You got it. Yeah, they coagulated together.
I don't even think that's a proper use of that word.
It's not. I mean, it's...
Hey Siri, define coagulated.
Coagulated. Something becomes slime. Yeah.
Yeah. Wrong use of that word. Basically, her worker and her best friend like worked together and apparently plotted her murder.
Right.
So a TikTok came out. Obviously, this is all alleged because we don't know the details. But apparently, one of the like messages between the worker and her best friend leaked.
Oh, interesting.
have now been revealed of Valeria Marquez's friend, as well as some pretty big updates in the case. I'm gonna read the translation for you guys. The messages are believed to be between her best friend Vivian and someone else involved, possibly the other worker Erica. So person 1 says, everything has to go well. Do you understand? You don't know the trouble you're also going to be in if it doesn't go as planned. Person 2 says, oh Vivi, I'm scared. If something happens to me too. Person 1 says, nothing will happen to you. Just make sure you're not next to Val when they arrive. Turn off your phone when they get there. Person 2 says, okay, I trust you, but I'm scared of all of this. The other updates in the case is that the state prosecutor's office officially said they're investigating this as a femicide, and they haven't named a suspect yet, but local media outlets point to a man named LRR. He's the leader of one of the local cartel gangs, and the media describes him as one of the most violent men in the country. He was in a relationship with Valeria, and they're saying that he was jealous of all the attention and gifts that she was receiving. And they're saying it's possible that he worked with her friends to do this, told them to make her stay, gave her the plushie to identify her by, and was watching the live the entire time.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But in my head, I was like,
well, how does that make sense? They're saying that it's her ex. Why would she need to be identified? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It sounds like it was the best friend and somebody else.
Yeah, if those messages are real, granted, who fucking knows? Like,
honestly, with AI now, dude,
everything
killing
is,
me. Killing me with this AI shit.
Everything's fucking
up in the air.
Stupid.
Yeah, get it. Tell them how stupid it is.
Stupid, very stupid.
Yeah, tell them how stupid it is.
Nobody knows what's real anymore.
Nobody knows what's real. Nobody knows what's real.
Are you real?
I'm AI, baby. I'm all AI.
Okay.
I'm an AI guy.
Prove it.
Ask me anything.
Why?
Because. Hell yeah, dude. Moving on.
I couldn't think of a question on the spot.
I realized I think I need to just stop asking you to do something on the spot. I'm gonna ask you a week in advance. But like, hey, just so you know.
Now I hate that because then that's the implication
during next week, make sure you have like a couple of like, on the fly questions you would just ask me and I'm gonna prompt you to do that.
I don't like that now.
What?
Because then that's like implications that I can't riff off of you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the implication. That's the implication that I'm presenting as well. That's the implication.
I'm gonna cry now.
Don't cry, dude. Don't fucking cry.
I'm gonna cry.
If you cry, then do it. Just do it. Go hard. Go hard. Yeah, go hard.
Imagine if people gleeked tears.
Gleeked tears?
Mm-hmm. Instead of it like streaming down, it just like flew out.
Oh, that would be so disgusting, dude. That would be so
also,
gross.
In my defense, I'm tired right now.
We all have defenses, girl. We all got defenses. But if you gotta be able to come, you better be able to come correct with the Riffmaster. Oh, I believe that, but you better come correct with the Riffmaster, okay? You better be able to just go hardcore. Anyways, our heart goes out to her and her family because that's fucking insane. It's absolute bad shit. And to do it on live as well. Too.
Fuck, dude. And like
that's just rough.
And obviously the footage is circulating around.
Of course.
It's fucking gross.
It's fucking disgusting. And then people speculating things. It's just like, dude.
Let her rest.
Who asked you?
Let her
fucking people are like,
rest.
it's my responsibility. I'm like, it's not your responsibility.
And then people make content out of it too. It's just like.
Yeah, we live in a really fucked up, gross world, dude, where somebody will get shot on live and then people would like not even go, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Now I have content for the next month or two.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's all bullshit, dude. It's all bullshit. Stop consuming it. You know what I mean? Stop consuming it. Hey, stop consuming it. Whatever. It sucks. What else has been going on?
We got Labubus.
Huh?
We got Labubus.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, we're going to lighten the mood right now. Yeah. As you all know, I don't even know how to fucking talk about this. What are we talking about? As you all know, Labubus have been the craze of the century from Pop Mart. You did not need to get on the floor. You did not need to get on the floor.
I don't think you realize I'm tangled like.
What happened here?
I don't even know.
This is insane. Get out of my camera. No. Yeah, just throw everything around. Just knock it all over. Just toss it. Here. Toss it. Here, throw that too. Here, go ahead. Throw that.
I need you to be real.
I'm being real, dude. Knocking everything over.
I'm struggling right now.
Are you gripping that tight?
No.
Okay. Talk to me about this Labubu thing.
I need love and support right now, and he's being everything opposite
I can't do that every day, dude. I can't do that every day. We can't do that every day. You know, I've been giving you love and support for 2-3 years now at this point. You know what I mean? And I need days where I can just call you a bitch, like a dumb.
You do it every day.
You're being dumb. You didn't need to fall over like that.
I got tangled up, and I didn't want to pull my computer off, so I decided.
But it came off anyways.
No, it didn't fall off the couch.
Not true. True. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So I had to retreat, untangle myself before I broke a computer that wasn't mine.
That's fair. That's very fair.
So I had to get as small as I possibly could.
Okay. I believe you.
Guys, he's done with me today.
Why do you have 2? You have 2?
No.
Oh.
So the other day I went to Pop Mart to try to get a Labubu.
Right.
Obviously, they're sold out of everything. They're like, we don't sell Labubus in store anymore. You have to order them for pickup online.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fucking
People
stupid.
go crazy for that.
They go crazy for them, but also like I want to like feel it with my own hands.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean feel it with your own hands? Like feel the box with your own hands?
Yes. I want to be able to like pick it out like that's mine.
Gotcha.
So then Pop Mart sucked. They had nothing I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went to Miniso.
Okay.
And this is the only blind box they had of like the keychain type ones.
Gotcha.
Because Pop Mart only had the acrylics and I didn't really want an acrylic.
Ew.
So I got this one called Kitten Wardrobe.
Nice.
And I had very specific ones I did not want. And they had black eyes. I wanted like the girly pop sparkly eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Little did I fucking know.
Hell yeah.
They all have fucking fuck ass eyes.
Yeah, they all do.
It made me so angry.
You have to move the eye. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You got to move that eye. That's great.
You got a little Gypsy Rose going on over here too.
For real. Oh, dude, that's so rude. So what? Why is everybody so obsessed with these Labubus?
I think it's just like a form of like girly pop gambling.
Was somebody like? Did somebody like?
I don't know why.
Someone like famous wear them or something, or like what's the deal?
I think maybe K-pop girlies did, but I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, that's right. K-pop girlies did.
The reason why I like them is because I like ugly things.
Sure.
With like a cute twist.
Hell yeah.
So I've been wanting one, but whenever we go to J-Town, I'm like, I don't want to buy a fake one. Plus, they're like fucking.
They're $40 a box.
Upcharge the ass.
Yeah, because they're in demand.
Yeah, so I was like, no, thank you. So we were at a party, and somebody pulled out a box of Labubus while we were outside, and everybody was in the kitchen. And I specifically said, I'm not going inside because I'm too jealous, and I do not want to watch anybody unbox.
Yeah, at somebody's birthday. It was somebody's birthday, and the birthday boy was opening the boxes because he got it as a present. He's like, I'm not gonna check it out. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go watch him open up this because I'm jealous of him.
At least I was honest.
I mean, I'm happy you were honest, but I was also like, it's his birthday.
You also were outside too.
I was smoking.
I was inhaling smoke.
I wasn't smoking yet at that point. But I didn't even make the attempt to go inside.
Exactly.
I was having a conversation with somebody.
And I was too.
No, you weren't. You went inside, then we're like, I came back out, and then you're like,
no, I was standing there the entire time. I just looked around. But then somebody came outside with a box. It was like, pick one.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
I paused. I literally paused. I was like, what?
It's legit.
So.
And I don't even give a shit about these Labubus at all. I actually don't I do not care about them.
I made Raff.
But the guy had one box left and no one was taking it.
I told
Raff
to take it. Just because I was like, 2 chances.
I was like, all right, cool. And then I picked up the last box.
And I wanted the pink one so bad.
She did want the pink one.
I was like, I'll be fine with anything, but I obviously want the pink one because hello, it's me.
Right. Of course.
Hello.
Of course.
And then I get the fucking blue one.
She gets blue.
And Raff gets pink.
I get pink. And also I should have kept it. And you're over here being like, you have to give me love and support. I gave you the pink Labubu. You know? Coming at me hard. Coming at me sideways. I gave you the pink Labubu. I could have kept it. I should have kept it. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. It's yours. It was a gift. I don't take back gifts.
I meant because my body's hurting and I need my life easier right now.
Girl, I'm almost 30 years old. My body hurt for years now at this point.
My body's extra hurting. Extra.
Okay.
I woke up really early today, guys, and I've been on the go all day. And it's like one of those things where, like, you know how like your body just feels like worn down and like icky and tired?
We should have done this earlier then. We should have recorded earlier then. If you were feeling this way, if it was gonna be too late.
I really didn't start feeling like this until like 7 p.m.
Until I walked through the door. You're like, oh fuck, we have to do this thing that we do.
No, like when I went live, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because I've been up for a long fucking time.
Fair.
But no, that's why I just feel weird.
Anything else about the Labubu?
I'm so happy I got it.
She finally got it. Oh, and that day too, man, you were in such a mood. You were angry, you know? You were agitated, which is fine. People get agitated, whatever. I didn't have a problem with it.
At least it wasn't directed towards you this time.
It wasn't directed towards me, and which is fine. But I was
But
like,
I had
dang,
shit to say about everything.
She had shit to say about everything. Everything. You know.
Even I woke up that way this morning too.
Uh-huh.
And I had to have like an internal dialogue with myself.
Yeah.
To
You
be like-
paradigm shifted.
To be like, bitch, calm down.
Yeah,
It's like-
calm down. All good. But then you got the Labubu and you were like on cloud 9 for like 2 hours and then it went away. Yeah.
I called my sister.
What'd you call her?
I just called to talk to her, Gigi.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like telling her all the fucking angry thoughts I was having. She's like, sometimes you just need not to say these things out loud.
Damn, dude. She is me.
And I was like,
She is me, dude. And you were like, what?
never mind.
Never mind what?
Never mind. I was telling her sometimes I need to get it out of my system just so I can let them escape.
Start journaling.
She said the same fucking thing.
Start journaling.
Doesn't help.
Start talking to yourself in the mirror. No, I'm not a weirdo. Just start doing it. You're alone. Just talk to your mirror. I do it all the time. I have full-on conversations with myself.
That's what she was saying too.
Yeah, I have full-on conversations. I solved World War II by myself.
Damn, I didn't realize I was that annoying whenever I fucking go on my tangents.
You're not annoying when you do it, but you know, I have other ways of taking care of yourself.
I do journal. It just doesn't help me.
So try talking in a mirror next time.
Even then, whenever I try doing that to like talk myself through shit.
Yeah, because you think it's stupid. Stop thinking it's stupid. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Go through a monologue of just like anything, any thought that pops in your brain. Just say it out loud. Then it gets out of your system. Just try it. She's doing that thing where she's ignoring me by like picking at her. She's like not listening to the advice I give.
No, I'm listening.
She's focused on something else,
Because I've done it.
but not correctly. I don't think. I think you judge yourself too hard. So when you're in the mirror trying to do that, I feel like you would judge yourself.
No, I don't really judge myself in that scenario, to be honest.
Oh, well, then I'm wrong. I'm wrong. What next?
What are we at?
Well, we're on the Labubu, so that's it.
People are telling me I need to get this bitch clothes, but I didn't even know how to dress her up.
Don't get the Labubu clothes.
And then I'm like, can I cut the tag off of it?
It's your Labubu. You can do whatever you want with it.
And then people in chat were making me feel guilty about cutting the tag off. Of
I mean,
it.
don't. That's the whole point. Is like you have the original Labubu tag on it.
It has
too.
a Pop Mart footprint though.
So anybody can make that.
Also, the Lafufus are so fucking expensive too.
Lafufus?
That's what they call the fake ones.
Oh, really?
I'm really happy I got one though.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm never taking it out of my house though.
Hell yeah.
Bitches wear that on like a fucking keychain. Not me.
No, dude. I don't want my shit to get dirty
Not
either.
me. Maybe I'll take this ugly ass one out of the house.
Somebody said it. Somebody was telling me if you left it in the box, you could have made some real money off of that. And I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, you could have sold it.
I could have sold it.
Just like the blind. Imagine it would have eaten me alive just sitting there, not opening the box and just selling it.
I should have just sold it.
Oh my God. You think it's a toy?
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Check out our patrons. All our patrons right here. We love them so much. And if you guys want to become a patron, you can too. And just for the next couple of weeks, we have a 30% discount going on Patreon right now. So if you've been a free subscriber there and you want to switch over for a really low price, now's the time to do it. Code Habibi at checkout. HABIBI at Patreon checkout. You get 30% off, I believe, your first month. And if you are subscribing annually, I think you get 30% off as well. So there you go. We're going to catch you guys all on the Patreon. And over there, we're going to just do some more of this. So there you go. Any last words?
No. Subscribe.
Subscribe. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. If you guys are listening on Spotify, make sure you like the Spotify as well. And if you get to this part of the video, if you made it all the way to the end, comment down below what clothes Frogan should get for her Labubu. All right, guys. We'll check you out on the Patreon and see you there.